Hey guys, this is Lewis from MyMoneyForCollege.com again with another video. In this video, I'm going to teach you about scholarships and where you can find them. And these are scholarships for pretty much anybody, for juniors, for seniors, and really for college students also. So, first place you should look, your local newspaper. It's the ideal place to find scholarships because a lot of businesses actually put their details in there and they actually want people to apply. So you can call businesses and ask them about scholarships that they might be offering. A lot of times you can find them in the newspaper. So look on your local newspaper's website as well. And you can even search scholarships, whatever. And I actually found a really great scholarship, local scholarship that I won. It was $500. So there you go. Look in your local newspaper's website or the local newspaper weekly, you know. Next place you can go, your counselor's office. In my counselor's office, there was a cabinet file with a bunch of scholarships from the area. You might not find that's the case in your school, but it doesn't hurt to ask. You could find different scholarships and even ask your counselor if she knows or he knows of any scholarships that are available to you. So that will really help you start on a good foot, and you'll be able to find scholarships. You can even use it as a way to find, leads, other leads that you can get scholarships for. And I think that that's one of the most effective strategies you can do is just to ask your counselor, because your counselor typically knows a lot about, specifically local scholarships that you might not even find in your local newspaper or on your local newspaper's website. Another place or another category, if you want to call it, just ask anybody really, because I asked a worker at our high school, the high school that I attended, Plainview High School, and I found that person knew of a scholarship that I could win. So you never know. Ask anybody. I'm talking about anybody. I did it. Believe me, guys. It's not embarrassing. I mean, I got $1,000 from this scholarship. So think about that. Just ask. $1,000 might not sound good to you, but that's $1,000 you don't have to pay in student loans, and that's always good. I don't want to be paying student loans, and I don't. I'm actually debt free because I'm able to win these scholarships, and with a combination of other funds, I've been able to pay for college, and thank God for that. But make sure you ask anybody and everybody that you know about scholarships. Another thing you can do keyword research. Searches. You can go on to Google.com, Bing, Yahoo, type in different keywords. I experimented with this a little bit, and I found that it's very effective to even switch words when you're doing keyword searches. For example, you could put scholarships for Hispanics or Hispanic scholarships, switching the words, rearranging the words. You could do that. It really doesn't matter. Just switch around your words, look through the websites. Typically, you're not going to find, like a whole list, but if you do, that's great. But even then, look through at least the top 10 results for the keywords. You'd be surprised that how many scholarships you'll find that have little to no competition, and that's a possible way for you to win more money. So go through your keywords, go to Google, search through there, and find those scholarships. Narrow down, and you have a good way to win more scholarships. And you can also head to my other video in a minute after you finish watching this on how to get a scholarship. I give you some really helpful tips once you find those scholarships. So that's just an extra bit right there. Another thing that you can do for your tips, my tips on keyword research, type in varying phrases. Now that's different than just switching the keywords, like scholarships for Latinos or Latino scholarships. As far as the phrasing goes, be creative with it. Put community service scholarships, for example, for Texas students, or community scholarships for Floridians, or community scholarships for New Yorkers. I don't know what you call them. But anyway, you understand the point. Just put different phrases, attach different phrases, and even combine phrases, and you can find some really, really specific scholarships that you might be able to win. And that's something I always tell people that ask me, and I highly recommend that you do the same exact thing. I found scholarships, and I've won scholarships in that way also. Next thing you can do, go to scholarship websites. You got FastWeb, right? Scholarships.com, Capex.com. Those are, great scholarship databases, and you can go there, sign up for free, whatever, and you can find scholarships that match you. There's some easy to win scholarships there that they list as well, where you just have to, put your name, your email, or even just click a button on, especially on capex.com, they have those kind of scholarships. So I would highly recommend that you visit one of those. But of course, you're gonna have to create like a profile, fill in all kinds of information. But in the end, it's worth it because I mean that's just more money that you could be winning. But also, one of the other places you could go is to your parents' workplace. I know that sounds strange, but I can give you a good example of this. People who work in universities or college systems, depending what kind of a worker your parent is, you could get like half tuition, instead of paying full price, you get a discount. Maybe you get full tuition, some schools do it, others don't. Doesn't hurt to ask. Maybe you have someone who works in the government in your state, family member, your mom, dad, ask about that. I mean, you just never know. You can just ask, and you'd be surprised how much money there is out there for you to win. And so those are my places that I recommend for you to search. So make sure that you go through the list. Remember your local newspaper, websites, and those other places that I named, your counselor's office, and then ask anybody that you know. Go to businesses, call them, ask them about it. I'll give you a good example. There's a lawyer in town who I asked about a scholarship. I had no idea. She didn't promote it or anything, but I asked. And what do you know? I'm getting that scholarship, now every year. So don't be ashamed to ask. People want to help you, and you should go for that help. And then the final place, before I cut this video off, go to different organizations within your town that you've been involved in. Maybe your parents have been involved in. Maybe even your elementary school. Here in my town, the elementary school offers $400 scholarship, I think, and even more to alumni. And so it doesn't hurt to ask, like I said. I think that's the key to winning more scholarships, is just don't be ashamed to ask. And so those are the places that I highly recommend for you.